fog.
Ambient fog.
There you go.
So what's up here, guys? This here is Midnight Banshee along with CrashOverride. We're hanging out in the corner tonight. Thought we'd just kind of shoot the breeze and talk about all the stuff that's been going on this week. And it has been getting freaking cold out.
Yeah.
Well, we're in South Central Montana, and right now, earlier today, it was like all of 9 degrees. Which, in wintertime, anything above 0 in Montana is pretty darn good.
Getting a heat wave.
Actually, it wasn't too bad out because when the wind's not blowing, it's actually not bad. It's actually very, very beautiful right here. And that's one of the things.
The snow. The snow sucks.
Well, I don't know, when it was snowing out earlier, it was nice, big, huge, light flakes, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
Well, I'm not saying it's not gorgeous, but I'm saying the road conditions suck.
Oh man, dude, I'll tell you what. Just because a truck has 4-wheel drive does not mean it has 4-wheel stop. It really doesn't. That's one of the things that if you're not from the northern regions like where we are, you probably really don't get used to it unless you go up in the mountains a whole lot.
Yeah, because at least with here where we're at, it snows, and when it fucking snows, it snows.
It does. It really does. So I was just thinking about doing something, totally off the cuff, totally random, since we're together here collaborating once again.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the video yet, I have a video on my channel where we kind of collaborated with our laserdisc collection.
Yep, I will post a link down in the description here. Go check it out. Remember, I told you there was going to be another video, and there is going to be another video. Click on that link. In fact, I'll probably have a little card up at the end just to make sure that you know where it is.
Yep.
And we're going to show off a lot. We showed off a lot more of our collections. In fact, you got to show off some of yours, which is really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So, the thing that's been going on, at least as far as this last week goes, is I know a lot of people have been getting into the whole Pokemon Go craze, and even though some people have taken it too far by walking off of cliffs and stuff, which is really, I don't know how you have to have that few brain cells to do it. Yeah, it wasn't like a huge cliff or anything like that. It was like, towards like the ocean side out on the coast or something. But somebody actually fell down the hillside while looking at his phone, trying to go chase a Pokemon.
The stupidity of the human race, it abounds.
What the hell are we going to come to next?
But before Pokemon Go came out, there was another game that was put out before that. It was a game called Ingress.
Yeah.
Which is put out by a company, I think it's called Niantic. And I started playing this last week or so because some friends of mine, some of my colleagues, told me that it was a lot of fun. It had a really gritty sci-fi edge to it, and instead of going around chasing creatures, you go around and you go and collect portals.
Yeah.
And you actually have to go in the real world, drive to these locations or walk to them.
It's basically Pokemon Go, just sci-fi.
Just sci-fi-ish.
Yeah.
But it's all centered around things like, putting up resonators and putting up like turrets to defend them, putting up shields to defend them, and you link them together, and it's like a collaborative effort, and it's actually worldwide.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty cool. It's one of those things where if you play it, you kind of have to take it as a given that just because you get something does not mean you're going to keep it.
Yeah.
Because somebody is bound to come around that's a higher level than you are and better at it, and it's going to take away from you.
Well, I mean, the only thing that I've really been watching, at least from what I've heard about news, have you heard the Capcom's thinking about bringing back some of their old titles?
No, which ones?
Yeah, they're thinking about like Breath of Fire, Dino Crisis. There's a few of them.
These are back.
And I would say if you haven't seen it, AlphaOmegaSin actually did the video.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, he has got a ton of really cool stuff going on.
Yeah, he was the one who actually was talking about it, and I was like, I saw that. The hell, that's awesome.
Like you're the one who got me started watching AlphaOmegaSin some time ago.
Yeah, I did.
And he's one of those people that does the one and done type of videos. He shoots it, talks his stuff, and that's it.
Yeah, that's basically what he does. But then not only that, he bitches and rants and everything else too, which
he has language issues.
Fuck
that's
yeah,
why
he
like
does.
Him. That's why we like him.
Fuck. I don't care. I have language issues too.
In fact, we've been watching a lot of our favorite YouTubers online. In fact, we watched I watched the 2016 Video Game Awards, and Boogie got trending gamer of the year.
Yeah, he was showing video of that as well, and that was actually really cool.
He beat out people
Boogie.
like Angry Joe Show. He beat out Jacksepticeye. He beat out some other big names out there, and I thought that was amazing because Boogie's a cool dude.
Yes, he is. I mean, if you haven't seen Boogie2988, he also does his Francis videos, which I love.
Francis videos are freaking hilarious.
About to say, that's the comedy side of the channel. Then there's the real side, which is Boogie. And Boogie, I think he definitely deserved it. Boogie, if you ever see this, you definitely deserve it, man. Fucking awesome.
Definitely. Props to you, man.
Oh, yeah.
And who else have we been watching lately?
I mean, besides Alpha, of course, the other ones I've been watching, at least one I've been watching quite a bit is John's Review, or John's Arcade.
Oh, that's right, because he's the one who does like the arcade restorations.
Yes, that guy does a shit ton of arcade restorations, which is more up my alley. If you don't know, I have a few arcade machines, and when I was thinking about working on them, I've been watching this guy a lot because he actually does restorations, full restorations. He redoes the side art, the bezels, marquees, the control board, everything, and he does a great job. It looks good.
I need to sit down and watch some more of his because
there's actually one game that he did I think you would like the most.
Which one?
He redid a Journey.
Dude.
An original Journey.
I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen Journey, the actual arcade game, but basically what it centers around the original 5 members of Journey, and they go to these different planets to go retrieve their instruments. And you have to make it down to your instrument, and then you have to fight to get back up to your spaceship. And then once all 5 members have got their instruments, then they start doing like this little concert, and you have to play the part of the bouncer to try to bounce the fans from getting up to the stage, and eventually they'll overrun the bouncer, and then they all swarm up and they all take the instruments and they run away, and then you have to do it all over again with 5 other planets.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going on like that.
And when he did his restoration, he actually went back and did the original cassette adapter and everything, because the game actually had separate ways in it, right?
Oh,
I mean,
right.
It had separate ways, right?
Yes, it did. It actually had the real song, which is actually one of my personal favorite. It is like the top Journey song out of everything that they've done, just because it is so amazing. The way the rhythm is, the way the melody is, it's just an outstanding song.
That's one of my top 10 Journey songs ever.
I mean, there have been others, but for me, that's the one that just stands out.
That's actually one of my favorites that actually brought me to the band Journey. Because when I was a kid, my mom had a greatest hits, and I heard that song, and that song was fucking awesome.
That intro just gets you, and then just kind of yeah.
It's definitely good.
I'd put it in the video, but then it'd probably get flagged for copyright crap, like YouTube is known to do.
Well, you might want to mute what we just did, because it might be flagged as well.
Although we're really not on tone with the actual song.
No.
Actually, this guy has a couple arcade games. It's making me a little bit jelly inside because he's got Tekken 2 and one of my all-time favorite arcade games, Track and Field. And I know you're probably thinking, why is a sports game really all that? If you've never played Track and Field, the arcade version, you wouldn't know why.
Track and Field, the main reason why I got it was because it's a classic Konami game.
Right.
I love Konami. I've been a huge fan of the Castlevania series. Not only that, Contra. I mean, hell, they got so many good games.
That they do. In fact, one of my early favorite Konami games was Gyrus.
Yeah.
Which is a really good space shooter. It's one of those kind where it's not your typical space shooter. It's where you're like going around the outside of the screen. You're shooting towards the center, and you're trying to get towards the middle of the solar system. And I think I made it to Mercury once.
Well, even like another good one of theirs is Life Force as well.
Oh, dude, Life Force was amazing.
Well,
man.
Have you ever played Jackal?
I saw it in the arcades back in the day, but I never actually sat down and played it. But I did play Life Force. In fact, I also one of the actual Konami games I actually owned at one time was the arcade port of Gradius, which is called Nemesis, which was basically your side scrolling shooter, and it had all the stuff that you would see in Gradius. But the thing that kind of caught my attention was when you put your high score in, you put in your initials, then you put in whether you're male or female, then it asks you to put in your astrological sign. I have never seen a video game that says put in your astrological sign.
I don't know.
And it would tint your icons whether you were male or female, because if you were male, of course, it would be blue, and like female would be like orange or something like that.
Or pink or something.
It wasn't really pink; it was more like orange.
Oh.
But I remember buying it for like $150, and this was like back in 1988. Yeah.
Well, I'd say with my arcade machines, they've cost me a little bit. The track and field, I got a fucking steal on it. I would say, if you know anyone and you're wanting to get into arcades, check like Craigslist and look around, because like with my track and field, normally it's like $1,000 or more on eBay, and I only picked it up for like $300.
But whatever you do, if you can, if at all possible, go and check it out in person.
Yes.
Test the buttons, test the switches, ask to look inside the cabinet to make sure it's not a really crappy interior, because you could find a real Pandora's box of problems if you don't.
Yeah.
There could be so many issues inside, and these games, admittedly, are 25, 30 years old, so they're bound to show some age unless they have been recently restored. And there's a lot of really cool resources that you can get online to where you can restore arcade machines.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about with John's Arcade, his channel. I mean, I definitely got to give that guy a shout out, because he does very good work.
We'll find the link to his channel. We'll stick it down in the description too, so you can go check that out.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, now they are pretty long and techy, so if you don't like it, I understand. But if you're wanting to restore things, that's a good spot to look.
I've started looking around at some of the other YouTube channels, not necessarily all the really big channels, but I started looking at some of the smaller channels. Ones I started watching is JoesTech, who recently also did an RX 480 review as well, and he also showed off the hard swap fans. so we've been having conversations back and forth there, and another guy was I walk with the dead.
I walk with the dead.
That is what his handle is. I walk with the dead. I think his name is Daniel Evans.
I thought Crash was bad. Well, really, where I got my name from was from the movie Hackers.
Okay.
I love that classic movie. If you've never seen Hackers, it's a good one. The main dude's name is CrashOverride. That's his alternate ego.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you need to watch it.
I need to watch it.
But his real name is Zero Cool, is the way he goes by. I thought the CrashOverride sounded really awesome. So
it is a really awesome name.
And not only that, I also go by the other alias, which is Crash and Burn. So
because it was like Crash and Burn 88 or something like that.
Yeah, that's the other one. But no, CrashOverride's the main one I go by. But it's just because I love the movie. I'm a fan. I wish they would have made a sequel, but fortunately they didn't.
I mean, I love movies. I love them to death because I've watched so many of them, especially the 80s B-grade sci-fi stuff was amazing. That's where I first got into movies like Mad Max and Deathstalker, Beastmaster, Death Race 2000, movies like that. And then I started, oh shoot, I can't think of it. I was watching...
Well, with Hackers, that's a 90s hacking movie. And actually, some of the hacks that they did in it, it's completely far-fetched, but some of it that they talk is actually pretty legit. Mm-hmm. Some of it is, anyway. But
have you ever seen Johnny Mnemonic?
Yes, I have. That's a good Keanu
That is
Reeves
a really good
Yes,
Keanu Reeves
that was a crazy movie.
It was based off a book by William Gibson of the same name. He also did books like Neuromancer and some of the others, but this was one that he had written the story for, and then they adapted it for the screen. And putting Keanu Reeves in that type of role, I thought, was a really good move because he was so perfect for that.
Yeah, and really, it's a crazy one with like a hard drive that's built into the head and everything. It's just completely over the top, but
where they actually
it's good.
take out part of your brain and install a hard drive so that way you can be a courier. I mean, that's like hardcore, seriously.
Yeah, it is.
And then what was the movie we were watching the other day? We were watching Judge Dredd.
Yes.
Not the new version with Karl Urban. This is the old one. This is Judge
Stallone.
Dredd with Sylvester Stallone.
The Stallone copy.
I love watching that version because Stallone puts so much into the character.
Yeah, I'll do my horrible impression. I am the law.
He said that in the middle of the street and everybody's shooting at him. He's like,
I am your
weapons. You are surrounded. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I did go watch the Karl Urban version, which was really good in its own way, also because a lot of people say it more portrays the comic book.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I guess that people were nitpicking about the Stallone version was that in the Stallone version
he takes off his
helmet.
Yeah.
And I guess in the comic book he never does.
No, in the comic he never really did. I think don't quote me on this. I probably am full of shit, but I think in like later ones he did, but in the earlier ones it was always the helmet. He always had it on. No matter where he went, he always had it on.
Okay, so another shout out I wanted to do was to another YouTuber by the name of Roach The Human.
Roach the
Human. I know it sounds so 80s B grade sci-fi. It's like, wow.
Roach the Human and I Want Dead.
Yes.
Golly.
I find these people. I don't know how I found them, but they're really cool people. But Roach, what he did was he's done these short films.
Yeah.
He did this one called Paradox Zero. If you've never seen, I'll put a link to it. I might put a card up here somewhere.
We're gonna put a shit ton of links in and just.
I am so gonna put so many links in this. But he did a short video called Paradox Zero, and I really enjoyed this movie because it so captured the 80s B grade sci-fi vibe so well. And it's not really that long of a movie, but the idea behind it, when you watch it, you're like, okay, now that's cool. I like that. You will think that when you watch that.
Well, if we're talking about YouTube videos anyway, at least YouTube movies, there's another guy that I actually watch. His name is Ashens. He's a British guy who mainly reviews stuff on a couch. And if you've never seen him, that's all he does. His videos mainly is a brown couch, and he puts shit on it and reviews it.
That sounds like the way Nostalgia Critic does his.
No. You never see his face. You never really see his face.
Oh, you never see this guy's face at all?
Not really, no.
Oh.
There's a few that he does, but most of them, all you see is his arms like this. He's always, yes, we're going to look at this, and the Barbie, and whatever, you know, the British style. He's got the British tone to him. But he made a movie. It's called Ashens and the Search for the Game Child. Now, the Game Child is like one of the old Tiger Electronics games.
Okay.
And he basically made a whole movie searching for this item. And it seemed like it was complete bullshit, but it was funny. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, it's a full feature-length movie that's on YouTube for free.
Oh, did you see the? Oh man, the drama that has gone on YouTube this week. This is hilarious, and I know you've probably seen this one.
Yeah.
But the big head dog of all of YouTube, PewDiePie,
Yeah.
did a video recently to where he said if he hit 50 million subs, he's going to delete his channel. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, this has got to be a joke. There's no way on this planet that anybody with the brain capacity more of an avocado would think that he was ever serious about this.
Yeah.
And of course it was a joke.
Well, I saw that. I actually watched this video. I saw it from ReviewTech USA about that, about PewDiePie going to the lead after 50 million subs.
Right.
I saw that and I was like, that's gotta be shit. There's no fucking way. You have 50 million subscribers. And
You are not
going to
delete your main channel. You are not going to nuke your source of income. No way, no how.
If I had 50 million subscribers, which I probably never will, there's no way in hell I'd ever do that because that's going to piss off all my subscribers. You know?
Exactly. And
It's a
people were
dick
getting
move.
pissed that he didn't.
That's what I kind of
People were getting all triggered and offended. In fact, I watched a reaction video AlphaOmegaSin did a video about the aftermath.
Oh, you didn't delete your
Yeah,
channel.
yeah. But
I'm sorry, but to the people who bitch about stuff like that,
go watch his
fuck
reaction
you.
too. It is
Sorry.
hilarious. You gotta see it. But
I might piss off somebody here, but you know what? If you have a problem with somebody like that, fuck you. You should have known he was already going to do shit like that.
I mean, PewDiePie made his living doing what he loves to do and how he loves doing it. And for that, he gains a huge following. Now, granted, I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, but I have heard.
I'm not a fan, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Some of his content is too over the top. I mean, even for me, and I watch some crazy shit, but with him, that's his own take. And you know what? If people love it, more power to him, man, because he made a following. I mean, hell, he's got his own studio, and he's doing very, very well.
The other guy's doing really well is Casey Neistat, because I guess he just sold his business to CNN.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, wow, really?
People on YouTube making
Dude.
money.
Way to go, Casey! Props to you, man.
I really don't know who he is. I really don't watch him.
He does some interesting stuff. He did this daily vlog for a long time, and then recently he said he's just gonna stop doing it. And then he recently did one that said why he misses vlogging. So I don't know if he's gonna come back and start doing it again or not.
Most likely, he probably will.
But he does some, it's all over the place as far as the kinds of stuff that he puts in there. He did one about who he was voting for in the election. He put one about the seat that he got on a flight that was bumped up to some kind of first business class or something like that, and what he experienced on the journey. So his kind of stuff's a little random out there.
Yeah, and I mean it's just like McJuggernuggets and even Kid Behind the Camera. All of those guys, they do a lot of the vlogging, and it's got to be tiring after a while.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're basically showing your whole life every single day. It's just like reality TV, just without the fucking commercials. That's really all it is.
Unless you're watching a paid video with ad placements, and then you have videos in there. But
most YouTubers seem to be doing that. And you know what? This is something I will say, and I'm pretty sure you agree with me. There won't never be no ads on my videos.
no.
I'm not doing
Because I honestly don't know if our channels would ever get big enough to even
that. No.
think about such things, because the way the whole monetization thing is that unless you have a huge channel with millions of subscribers, you're not going to make any huge living at it.
I mean, you might make enough to where it can help support your channel, but I really don't care. I do all this shit for fun. This is not my main hobby. I have a job, I go out and I make an honest living. I do this on the side to, just have some fun. I mean,
What's
shit.
funny is that we both met working at the exact same place. And
I don't want anyone to know where we work. Sorry. That's something that's off limits. You cannot know. And really, I don't want that company to come down on us or anything. So.
But one thing I learned a long time ago is that you never mix your social life and your personal life with your work life. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
And one thing I learned by trial and error a long time ago is that you never ever go into business with people that you've been friends with for a long time. You don't do it.
Yeah.
Because you have that friendship bond there, and if things start going wrong with the business end of things, it creates tension and drama on the personal end. And it just goes really, really badly.
And, that's kind of why, I don't even think I'll ever monetize, because, I like having fun. I like, I like doing stuff like this, just to shoot the shit, shoot the breeze.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't have to be paid to do this. I mean, if you saw me in real life and you walked up to me and said, "Hey, I know you. You're from YouTube." I'd be like, "Yeah, how you doing?" I'd shake your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want a hug, I'll give you a fucking hug. I don't care. And I'll be the same damn person as I am now, as just like if I'm out there in the world.
And one thing I will definitely put out there is that anytime you ever see me do a review or talk about something, this is my own personal unbiased opinion. I don't get paid to spin anything. In fact, a while back, I did the review for the fans for the RX 480 card.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that they didn't reach out to me initially. Somebody else emailed me and says, "Hey, since you have this card, you should talk to this guy from XFX and see if he wants you to demo the fans."
Yeah.
So I sent an email. And in fact, I wasn't even really expecting to get a response back at all because I thought, hundreds of people are going to respond to this, and they're all going to flood their offices, and they're just going to get too many people. Well, surprisingly enough, this guy Mark from XFX actually emailed back and says, "Yeah, we'd love to have you do a review. If you could do this and this, if you could do a review on like Newegg and Amazon, that'd be great. And if you want to demo it, then that would be awesome. Just let us know what color you want." So, and I replied back. I said, "I'll take the blue ones." And sure enough, true to their word, they did. And I was actually amazed that I actually got something in the mail from a company because I'm a puny channel. I have fewer than 100 subscribers. Who's gonna want me to do something like this? And I guess I guess they felt that there was enough sincerity, and I was really sincere that I did want to do it, and they did it, and I thought that was a really awesome thing. And we've actually communicated back and forth a couple times ever since. Just talking. Not much else has come around. No other reviews or anything like that. But it was still kind of surprising. Yeah, it was something that was totally unexpected. Because
even me, I mean, when he told me that he got that card, got the fans for it, I was like, really? I didn't really believe him at first, but then he showed me, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
because he's such a small channel, just like me. I mean, I have 20 subscribers. It's not that big of a number. I really don't care, but.
And I think at the time, I had just about as many, maybe a couple more, but nothing really.
Well, your channel's been shooting up a little bit more.
It's gotten up a little bit. It actually has hit 60 subscribers.
Yeah.
As of this week, which, thanks guys. I really appreciate the support. I honestly do. So if you want to share this around, please do share it on social media. I always like it if people hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you want to subscribe to it, by all means, the button's right down there. It's kind of it's that little red rectangle thing down there.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know what the subscribe is,
then you haven't been around YouTube very long.
Yeah, you haven't been around YouTube. It's a little red button, kind of right below his gut. So
yeah, it's
right around here. Kind of go down here. I'm going to put my hand down there. Yep, there you go. Yeah, just smack that.
Smack that button. Don't smack my belly. Smack the button.
No, I was a
I know we're doing a lot of fourth wall breaks in here.
I was a little bit lower than that. Nah.
But no, we just have fun doing what we do, and we enjoy the fact that you enjoy what we do, and that you've actually been commenting and posing questions. So that's awesome. Maybe one of these days we'll actually sit down and do one of those one of those Q&A type things where people can
actually do like questions. A live stream.
Yeah, do like a live stream type thing.
Yeah, they'd probably tell me to get my ass out of there. So they'd probably realize I'm too brutally honest. So.
But what do you guys think? Do you guys want to see us do a live stream sometime and have you ask us questions on Twitter like some of the other YouTubers do? If you do, go ahead and comment that down in the comments down below too. I'm always up for new ideas. Because this is what I like doing. This is my new hobby. Because in this part of the country, there really just isn't a whole lot of outlets. So this is kind of like where we're at.
If you don't know where we live here in Montana, then you don't understand. We're in bumfuck Montana, basically.
I mean, it's the biggest town in Montana. We're in Billings.
And there's nothing here. And we have to drive 2 states south in order to get to something decent.
And that's like 8 to 10 hours away.
Yeah, that's down.
10 if you drive conservatively, 8 if you drive like a bat out of hell.
Yeah. I'd say Denver's really the only place where they have a lot of big things.
It really is. It's the closest one to here, because the second closest would probably be like Seattle.
Yeah, that's still too far away.
That's still a long ways away. Yeah. But the one thing we have here is we have gorgeous scenery. And it's affordable.
Yeah. I can live here easily, so I'm here. I'll be here probably for the rest of my life.
So, what are you guys' thoughts? What do you guys want to see on here? go ahead and give a shout out to Crash over here. Go ahead and go check out his channel.
Yeah.
Give him some ideas too. What do you want us to do? Keep it clean. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Fuck you. I don't care if you're not clean. You can't bother me. You can call me a fat fuck. So what?
So if you like this video, like I said, go and smack that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. Go and subscribe if you want to see some more randomness. Till this time, this here's Midnight Banshee along with Crash Override. We're sitting over here in Crash's Game Corner. Next time you see us, I'll probably be back over the House of Randomness once again. So till next time, be original, be a little random, and go out and enjoy your life and have a wonderful weekend.
Keep gaming in the corner, guys.